First is that it's going to help my health in the long run, as far as lessening my chances for, you know, diabetes and different type of just diseases. It makes me feel, I have a lot more energy, and I could see the overall health of your spine, how it attributes to everything in your body, your liver, you know, overall better health. There's so many things. Better sleep. My eating habits are better. I have less headaches. Not just the feeling, but it's the long run that I'm looking at.
It has helped me with my balance issues, helped me with my health, eating more nutritionally by the plan that Dr. Pellow has given me.
I'm on my feet all day with my job, so you know, by the end of my day, my back was hurting so bad that sometimes I couldn't even bend over to pick something up off the floor. So now, you know, I used to have, when I would go to the gym, I'd have to go in the mornings because by the time I came home, I could barely move. So now I just kind of have all that freedom back to my life.
I fully believe that chiropractic medicine is integral to the health and well-being of my family, and we'll continue it forever.
So I'm making good progress, and I'm feeling really great. I'm sleeping great. I feel like my posture is much better, and overall, I think we're doing really good.
Seriously, it's part of my routine. So, as far as trying to become, you know, healthier and feeling like you're doing something more healthy. You know, sometimes just putting a vitamin in your body or thinking that you're putting a piece, you know, some medicine in your body might make you feel better for that instant, but in the long run, it's not really making you more healthy.
And so I could see it necessary as far as getting to that optimal point of health, if there is such a thing, and then maintaining that for the rest of your life.
You know, I feel lively, you know, and just, it's important as well because everything functions through your spine, you know, and I really didn't know that when I first started coming. I was like, when he explained, you know, how to give the class before and he explained everything, I'm like, really? You know, and it's like, I didn't know that. And then especially when they gave me my x-rays, I was like, that's not good. So yeah, I would just give them my testimonial and just, you know, tell them to give it a shot, you know, because you have nothing to lose and everything to gain, especially a healthy life. So
I think a lifetime of chiropractic is critical. I didn't at first when I first came here, but to keep my body aligned and keep my health up and everything, and I've seen a difference that it's made. Yes, I really believe it's very important.
It makes sense to me that chiropractic works with the idea that our spinal column is connected to our brain and that all of our body functions you know, feed off of that. And if our spine's not in line, it'll be difficult to feel fine. So it seems to me we got to take good care of our structure. And if we do that, we'll have overall good health.
Some people have chronic headaches, and so this would take care of that problem instead of the huge expense of trying to get rid of that type of pain, and you've spent tons and tons of money.
Because there's always things going on in your life that will cause the injuries, and if it's affecting you, if your spinal cord's being stretched, then it's going to affect the rest of your body. So I think it's definitely a great preventative, and I work in vitamins, so that's kind of along the lines of my belief is preventative medicine, and I don't believe in pills or medications, so I kind of like the natural way. And this seems like the best so far.
It's maintenance, yeah. My daughter, I told her we were coming to see Dr. Pellow today, and she said, good, because I don't feel good. You know, and you take a cranky 5-year-old and you give her an adjustment, you know, makes my life a lot nicer.
I feel that it's critical because you need to make sure that all your organs are functioning correctly. And if everything's in alignment and you're getting the nourishment or nutrition that you're putting inside your body, so it's going to where it needs to go, I think that's a plus for you.
I feel like everything is all connected within the body, so if something else starts becoming an issue, such as arthritis or something, maybe Dr. Pellow can help alleviate that or even stop it altogether.
It's just like I'm tired of being in pain. So I think it's really critical to my health because I don't want to go back to. It was like a burning sensation constantly. I don't want to go back to that.
You're going to feel healthier all your life, and you don't have to worry about going to having later on problems with any part of your body, any problems with your organs, and I think that's a joy right there. It's a save on Medicare and going to the doctor.
It's maintenance. You know, it's just like working on your car, right? So the longer I come and maintain my spine, the rest of my system falls in place and I'm healthier longer. I'll live to be 100. Definitely.
You know, we offer free examinations to our patients and to their friends and family is because how would you diagnose a subluxation? How would you know specifically whether you did not or did not have that? And the only way that you can tell is with an X-ray. And so when our patients come in, we do free evaluations on them just to make sure that they don't have that subluxation there. And so, if I were to ask or any layperson, if I were to ask you what would be the normal blood pressure, right away that number is going to be 120/80. I could ask any person on the street and they're going to know numbers for their health, whether it's your blood pressure, whether it's your cholesterol, whether it's your white blood, whether it's any number there is, you know those numbers. But if I were to ask you, what's the number in your neck supposed to be, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to get a blank stare back at me going, what do you mean? And so the reality is there's a proper curve in your neck where that spinal cord is sitting perfectly, and the number is 43 degrees. And it's absolutely crucial that you have that, because immediately when that spine starts to misalign, if you have anything less than 43 degrees, that actually starts to choke on that spinal cord that comes right in through the base of your brain down into the spinal cord. And one of the biggest things we noticed is, the first subluxation that is very well documented, it comes from birth and the birthing process. And if you can imagine the pressure that is pulled on a baby's neck to pull that baby out, that oftentimes, that's right when that first subluxation occurs. One of the most things that we see in children is children with earaches, children with asthma, children with allergies, children with colic. And so we've noticed that when a child's neck is subluxated, if that pressure on that brainstem where that brain can't communicate, if that's causing ear infections, the colic, the asthma, the allergies, if you remove the interference to the natural healing ability, guess what gets better? Every single one of those ailments. And that's most people, parents, it's not like your child's ever going to complain to you of neck or back pain, are they? And so the reality is that having them checked just to make sure there's not that problem is without a doubt one of the most important things you could do for your children's health. And to kind of parlay that into health is that what is health? Do you know what I mean? If I were to ask you, what is your definition of health? Most people think, well, it's eating well and it's exercising and it's all those things. And so we have to realize, though, is that nutrition and exercise are vital, but they don't cause you to heal, do they? That you can eat all the greatest foods in the world, but if your nerves aren't controlling your digestion the way they should, that's just wasted food. And so if you actually take a look at the healing process, that's the greatest thing that you could ever do for you and your family. For your children or for your spouse or for anybody in your family. If there's a subluxation, you're limiting your healing ability. If your healing's getting limited, then as a result of that, that's going to start to cause problems. So even though nutrition and exercise are important, it's not as important as your body healing correctly.
When you come in the office, the joyful greeting you get every time, it feels to me that they're helping you and helping your problems that you have with your back.
They are here to help you, and it shows.
I like his perspectives on things, his beliefs, which kind of helps me, makes me feel comfortable with where I'm coming, and it's more genuine than, always business. So
I feel Dr. Pellow's office, he really cares about people. He really helps them out a lot.
They know you by name. It's very caring. It's a gentle chiropractic. I've never walked out feeling hurt, or it's always been a great feeling, and they're just very kind-hearted people here. I like it. Good family feel.
Oh, I think it is good because it really is easy. The people that work here, very nice, very wonderful, warm people, and they seem to really care. And I just like coming back to Dr. Pellow. My son comes here too. I have a 13-year-old son, and he comes here and he's very involved in sports. And so I think it's important that he get up on the right track too. I've had a great result with Dr. Pellow, a great result.
Dr. Pellow has a system that is very convenient for people like me who want to get in and get out, but yet at the same time he offers very high quality with trying to really make people improve their health.
The ladies who work up front and Dr. Pellow as well just make you feel welcomed. And it's the overall, and that's why they call it a family practice, because it makes you feel like family here.
You know, it's the atmosphere. It's really homey, like, you know, people are really nice and kind of neat to be around. The secretaries are, the receptionists are really nice. Dr. Pellow's pretty neat, you know.
And the therapy room where you send you into the therapy room to work on your issues that are troubling you, that are really unique. I've never seen that before.
Since moving to the Denver metro area, we've been to a lot, and like I said, it's a unique approach, at least that we've seen. The holistic approach, but also the make the adjustment, and you've got to go do the exercises to hold it into place. I mean, it makes so much sense.
The payment plans and how just upfront they are and helpful. They're here more for your health and not, you know, not the money and the severity. So.
Oh, it's so family orientated here. I mean, I've myself referred, I don't know, 3 or 4 people, I think, that come here now, and then they bring their families too. And you get enough people like me that really like the place and really believe in Dr. Pellow's, that we're gonna refer them to our friends and refer them to coworkers and everything like that.
I was absolutely amazed. So this is one of the greatest opportunities I think I have ever had as far as healthcare is concerned. So it has made a tremendous difference.
Dr. Pellow addresses not just the physical me, but also the spiritual me, and wants to make sure that I'm a completely well-rounded person.
His care with the individual, you know, I think that he really shows that care for that for his patients, and then they're talking him up and bringing in other people.
And the atmosphere overall, and plus you see kids running in and out, and it's just overall friendly.
Oh, definitely friendliness. Everybody's extremely nice. And they're open to your schedules. They'll work with you, try to get you in here and get you worked out. And they're extremely, very caring about your health, making sure you feel good. And I like that.
He wants to give you an overall health care plan. It's not just, you know, get in, adjust you. He's looking at the long term. He really cares. He's looking at long-term results, forever life results. He teaches you, he guides you, he shows you, he explains things, he explains what's going on with your body, why it's necessary in great detail, and he wants to see his patients not have diseases and heart problems and kidney problems and liver problems and headaches and migraines and so forth and so on. So it's not just the here and now, it's forever.